Well, Lomography's been in the news a lot recently for a couple reasons. Most of you probably heard by now their big announcement that rumbled through the film community, and that is the return of Lomochrome Turquoise. And judging by the reactions on social media, this is clearly a big deal to a lot of people. So Lomochrome Turquoise was originally introduced in 2015, and it wasn't produced for a very long time, so this led to some scarcity and escalating prices here on eBay in recent years. Just like Lomochrome Purple, Lomochrome Turquoise is a C41 color negative film that you process in standard C41 chemistry, and it gives you all kinds of funky color shifts. In this case, of course, more towards turquoise than purple. Now, I'm one of these people who's pretty excited about the return of Turquoise because I'd never shot the original emulsion the first time around. Since I've never shot it, I can't share with you any of my personal images, so I reached out to a couple of long-distance friends to see if I could share theirs with you. These first few images are from Mario Piper, who is Mario Piper on Instagram, and he's also the host of the Gen X Photography podcast. And these next few images are from Roxanna Angles, who is Roxanna Log on Instagram and co-host of the Negative Positives podcast. Some of my oldies out there may remember Roxanna's excellent work from my Lomochrome Purple video too, and she's also the author of an Introduction to Mindfulness Through Photography, which I've got a link for in the description. So if you're like me and can't wait to shoot Lomochrome Turquoise, well, sorry, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Lomography is accepting pre-orders for Turquoise now, but the rolls aren't expected to ship until June 2022. So the return of Turquoise was the big news, but Lomography had another announcement that went a little bit under the radar, and that is they're coming out with a new version of Lomochrome Metropolis. Now, I'm a big fan of Metropolis. I've released 2 videos on it already featuring images I shot in 35mm, and I've got links for those videos at the end of this video. Metropolis has a unique color palette and a gritty look. It's got desaturated, muted tones, but reds pop a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of the whole bleach bypass look too. So a few months ago, I finally got the chance to shoot Lomochrome Metropolis in medium format with my Pentax 6.7 in Dayton, Ohio, and a couple locations around Canton, Ohio, and those are the images I'm going to share with you today. Stick around after the images, and I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the locations I shot at, and share the info about the changes coming up to Lomochrome Metropolis. If you've seen my Vivitar Ultra Wide and Slim video, you may have recognized a couple of these locations and subjects, including Willie the Whale. Willie's the last remaining creature from Mother Gooseland Park, which opened in 1956 in Canton, Ohio, and remained in operation until the 1980s when the park was closed and the other characters were auctioned off. Rumor has it that Willie was just too cumbersome to move, so he's been at the same swimming hole for 65 years. He's been repainted a couple times, and as part of the park's reopening in 2014, a creepy cool Mother Goose mural by artist Steve Arrett was commissioned as well. The other location that may have looked familiar is Molly Stark Park, featuring the remains of the Molly Stark Sanatorium, which opened in 1929 as one of Ohio's 25 tuberculosis hospitals. In 1956, the same year that Mother Gooseland opened, the name was changed from Molly Stark Sanatorium to Molly Stark Hospital as they started treating conditions other than TB. It remained in operation until 1995 and then sat there abandoned until the Stark County Commissioners bought it for $1 and reopened it as Molly Stark Park in 2009. If you're in the Canton, Ohio area, it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, now the word from Lomography is that the 2021 formula of Lomochrome Metropolis is a little different than the 2019 formula. Lomography says with the new version you can expect bolder contrast, stronger color saturation, and the iconic analog grain of 35mm. Now I'm all for grain, I like bold contrast, but I'm not so sure about that increased color saturation. One of the things I like best about the 2019 Metropolis is its muted colors and relatively low saturation. If the 2021 flavor is going to have more saturation, I might just sit this one out. But I did jump on that pre-order for the Lomochrome Turquoise. I've got some 35mm and 120 coming my way, and it's also going to be available in 110, again in June 2022. Big thanks to Mario Piper and Roxanna Angles for letting me share their turquoise images here with you. I've got links to their stuff in the description. I've also got links for coffee donations and affiliate links if you need to pick up some gear. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you hated this video, well, give it a big thumbs down. Stay tuned to the channel for more film photography fun, and until next time, do some good, have some fun, and shoot some film!